What's up guys, it's Dylan, back with another video, and then today I'm going to be explaining why losing weight is actually one of the easiest things you can possibly do in the world. Okay? Now, why is losing weight actually super easy to do? Well, the reason it's super easy to do is because it's just a numbers game. Everything is a numbers game when it comes to losing weight. But now that you know that, why should we even want to lose weight? And the answer is we shouldn't. We shouldn't even want to lose weight in the first place. The thing we should be wanting to lose is fat. Fat is the enemy when it comes to body composition. No one cares about the number on the scale. No one really cares about, oh, you weigh 180 pounds, oh, you weigh 150 pounds, or you weigh 200 pounds, or you weigh 300 pounds. No one cares about the number on the scale because they don't know about that. They just look at you and they care about the fat. Or you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I want to look better and I want to look leaner. That's what you care about, right? You care about being healthy, having less fat, and living life to the fullest. That's what you really care about. So now that we know that losing weight is not the goal, that actually losing fat is the goal, how are we going to do that? How are we going to lose fat effectively and doing that while being healthy? That's the most important part. Being healthy while you lose fat is the most important part when it comes to this whole ordeal. Because what's the point in losing fat if you're just going to be unhealthy? No point at all. So what do we have to do to start losing fat in a healthy way? The first thing we have to do is we have to eat high quality food without sacrificing other parts of our life, right? A lot of people, they start eating super high quality food like meat, but they sacrifice other parts of their life. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna eat meat, but I'm also gonna stop working out. I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna stop doing this. No, you have to do everything at once. You have to have good sleep. You have to have a good diet. You have to have good habits, and you have to actually stay consistent. Okay, a lot of people, they try a new diet or they start cutting out processed foods, but while they're doing this, they forget that you have to be consistent. You can't just do this once a week. You have to do this every single day. You can't let this get to you. And a lot of people, they try new food and they're like, oh, this tastes bad. This isn't fun. I want to go back. Well, guess what? You have to get used to the discomfort of doing things that you're not used to in order to get to the next level and actually lose the weight and lose the fat. So how are we going to do this effectively? The first thing you have to do, you have to realize that your body runs on sugar. Most people nowadays in 2025, or whenever you're watching this, their bodies run on sugar. Okay, most people, because 99% of the food that you're eating nowadays is hyper processed, sugary food, right? Okay, and once you realize that, you have to try and get rid of all of those foods, but you have to also try and decrease your carb intake, because literally carbs are sugar. Decrease your carb intake to literally 0 and you will see an insane difference, right? We're constantly eating this sugary food. Like, think about it. What'd you have for breakfast today? You probably had cereal. You probably had lunch. For lunch, you probably had like a PB&J sandwich, right? More sugar, more sugar, more sugar, more carbs, more glucose spiking. Your blood glucose is going to be spiking a lot, and your body's going to be running on sugar for energy. So you're going to have constant mood swings, constant energy swings, and you're not going to feel optimal. So how are we going to feel optimal? How are we actually going to lose weight efficiently? We're going to cut out all of the shit. We're going to cut out the processed foods. We're going to cut out the sugar and the carbs. And you may be thinking, oh, but I thought carbs are okay if you're eating just fruits and stuff like that. Well, no. When we're trying to lose weight, fruits are going to be the enemy, because they're going to make you want to eat more sugar, because sugar is addictive. You're going to want to keep eating and eating and eating when you're eating a lot of sugar. And it doesn't matter if it's coming from a fruit or if it's coming from candy. It's the same thing. Biologically, it's the same thing. It's sugar. That's what it is. It's the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's coming from candy or bananas, whatever. It's the same thing. It's sugar. So now that we know this, we're going to cut out all the sugar, and what are we going to replace it with? We're going to replace it with high fat and high protein, meaning we're going to eat a lot of steak, a lot of butter, a lot of eggs, stuff that's actually going to satiate you and keep you full while also maintaining good health, because that's what you need to be healthy, and it's going to help you with your hormone levels, right? Because fat is the precursor to all of the hormones that your body produces, right? So if you want to have good hormone levels, if you want to be healthy, if you want to actually feel good, you need to be consuming a lot of saturated fat from animal products, not plant products, because those are not bioavailable, right? So get rid of all the plant shit and start eating actual real food, real human food. Humans are meant to eat meat, eggs, stuff like that, animal products. That's what's gonna really help. So start getting on those meat and eggs, start getting on the butter, start getting on the milk, and you're gonna see a very stark difference. Actually, no, I take back what I just said. I would actually recommend not drinking milk during this time period while you're trying to go through ketosis, right? If you don't know what ketosis is, it's when you are in a state of using fat as fuel, right? You're not using sugar as fuel. Your body is burning fat as fuel. Whenever you're burning sugar as fuel, that's when it's going to be unoptimal, right? So we know what to do. We know to cut out the bad food. We know to cut out the processed food. And we know to cut out the carbs and sugars, right? So now that you're doing this, you need to be consistent on this. You need to start eating more and more of these good foods and cutting out the bad foods slowly but surely. And once you cut them all out, you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna be like, wow, I just changed my life. Like, I feel insanely good. And you may feel bad for the first couple of days, but after the first couple of days, you're gonna be like, wow, this is crazy. I feel awesome. And that's what I want for every single one of you guys watching this video. I want you guys to actually know what it feels like to be healthy and to know what it feels like to lose weight in an easy and not hard way. So, just a quick overview of this whole video. You don't want to be losing weight. You want to be losing fat. Fat is what you want to lose. You want to cut out the junk food, cut out the processed food, and be in a state of ketosis. And you don't have to be in ketosis forever. I'm just saying the initial fat is going to be lost much easier if you are in a state of ketosis. Eat high quality food, eat meat, eat eggs, eat all the animal products that are really good for you, that are nourishing, that have nutrients, and cut out the bull crap. Stay consistent and you will see results.